First and foremost, I'd like to say, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Um, Shalom to all you brothers and all you Akim that's out there doing the work of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. In this latter time, trying to wake up the elect of Israel, because that's who mad Israelites. The Israelites are who you call today so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemalans, the Panamanians. Those are the Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. Not those gutter rats, over there in the land of Jerusalem right now. Those issues, small hats. Those are not the Lord's people. We are the Lord's people. But basically I want to do like a quick video on the movie they cloned Tyrone, who Jamie Foxx, man. It's not in order or anything, but I just said you might want to. I checked it out 2 days ago. Well, I didn't even watch the whole thing, but I watched enough. But I'm going to finish it though. It's like 2 hours long, so it's a long movie. But the movie exposes a lot of stuff, man. Esau tells you what he's gonna do in his movies, TV shows, his daily programming, on his channels, because channels means to, power up. He's channeling his demonic energy through that television. He's telling a lie as you watching it with your vision, So, we're not ignorant of this man's devices, man, but I want to get this scripture in Psalm 64 and verse 8, because I don't want to expose the whole movie, and I want to say this too, like, it's called They Clone Tyrone, Jamie Foxx, he's the star of the movie, but we don't believe Esau can clone somebody, man, because the Lord put spirits in, our bodies, man, so this man can't actually clone somebody, man. Now, I believe he can clone animals, but not humans. Humans are a different sect of, how the Lord, created, the human species, should I say. But I want to get this in, I think I said Psalms 64. Let's see. And verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. You see? And why I wanted to bring that scripture out was because there was a scene on the movie to where Esau got out the car, and he basically said America is an experiment. And he was like, we got millions of you, which he was referring to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yes, Hispanics and Native Americans are Israelites, not just so-called black people or African Americans, as Esau calls us. He said America is an experiment, and he was basically saying, we gotta basically keep the wickedness going, pretty much. So we gotta create more of y'all and stuff like that. Hint cloning on the movie, but even though it ain't real, but on Esau's movies, he can make anything look real. That's the enchantments, man. But the scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. Really the elect of Israel, right? We're not. We know what's going on behind the scenes, man. Neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath Yahweh wrought? You see. So he can't just get over on the elect like that. We see straight through Esau's movies and his programming that he puts out. We see straight through it. The subtle hand gestures, the symbols that he puts in his movies, TV shows, commercials. We see through all of that. We know what's going on. But the average Jake that's not in this truth, they don't see through all that. They don't understand what's going on. They're not even. The spirit was just on me to watch that movie. For many reasons. Jake is a good actor, man. Jamie Foxx is a good actor. Even though you gotta sell out, but A lot, Jake is talented and stuff, but and I just wanted to see what was going to put in the movie. I knew, what was going to be in the movie to a certain extent, like as far as like, Esau exposing himself. I'm not saying I knew exactly what the movie was going to be about, besides the word clone in the movie, obviously, but this man also exposed how he experiments on our people daily. Because I don't want to get too deep into the movie, but there's a scene in the movie to where the main characters, one of the main characters was Jamie Foxx, like I said, and a couple other people. I don't know who, what their names was or anything, but all the main characters was Jake. But there was a scene in the movie to where they went to this house, and inside the house was like an underground thing to where they was literally doing experiments on people. They was having, and it was our people. It was no other race. It was no other race. It was only who you would call so-called black or African Americans. They literally had some of our people fighting against each other. They had like separate rooms. It was like a laboratory, basically. That's what it was. I'm sorry, not trying to get too deep into the movie, but that's what they had down there in this house. They had like a whole like city down there, but like it was like rooms of our people just getting experimented on. They had this one person on the table with these sharp things around their eyelids to have their eyes stay open, because you're supposed to be able to blink. And they had them watching all this different stuff, and they was going crazy. And this one person was inside this room, they basically was just walking around the room punching the wall, and there was this other there was just two Jake men. They was fighting each other, and they was able to like change the frequency of the music or do something to where they could like change their mood. Like it was wicked, man. So this devil has this type of power, man. So that's why the scriptures say, man, the scriptures say, let's see, in the book of Micah, man, Micah 2:10, it says, arise ye and depart. When you depart, you leave from something, right? It says, for this is not your rest. We're not going to be able to, have complete peace here. It doesn't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how many women you got, how many cars you got, houses you got. And if you do, there's some jakes that have a lot of money, but you still limited. You're limited to the amount of actual wealth you can actually accumulate, or property or resources. You're limited to that, But it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with their soul destruction. That shows you on that movie how they destroyed us, man. It was crazy, man. Which I'm not surprised, but this is the world we live in. This man is doing this every day, while thirds of our people do not know this is going on. They don't even understand this is happening to them. They don't understand that we in a spiritual war that you can't see. They're not sitting here telling you to your face what they, to a certain extent, plainly, should I say. In a lot of cases they are saying it plainly, but in some cases they're not saying it plainly. Because it was just crazy, man. On that movie, man. Like I said, I ain't even finished watching it, but I got finished watching it. But what I did see, I watched like an hour's worth. Like I said, the movie's 2 hours, but these devils, they got a lot to pay for. The Lord is gonna kick their ass, man. And I mean that, because it's just, I don't even like seeing that. Jake is wicked, yeah, they deserve it and stuff like that, but this man truly, he truly like, he truly likes being the devil. That's just him. The stuff that they was doing to people, because one of the main characters was like, oh, y'all torturing people down here, which they are. They doing it in every way possible. That's why the scriptures say in the book of Habakkuk chapter, I think it's chapter 2, right? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, it says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. But the just shall live by faith. You see, so this man, Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian race, or who you call white people, their spirits are not righteous. It's wicked. That's why they're able to do stuff like that and walk away peacefully like nothing happened. They can do that. But Jake, Jake is wicked, yes. There's no excuses for Jake, but there's a certain point to where Jake do something wicked enough, hey, the Lord gonna bug your ass out because you ain't supposed to be wicked, man. The Lord didn't program us to be like that. But the Lord programmed this man to be like that. That's why he actually levels up. I don't want to say, I guess that's the best word I can use. He actually, I'm gonna just say that word, levels up, when he does something wicked. Us, it breaks us, if it gets to a certain point mentally, because we're not made to be like that. The Lord didn't create Israelites to be wicked. He created us to be righteous. So a lot of stuff that people do, yes, they deserve to get judged in the way they get judged, where they get judged, how they get judged, yes. But this man, Esau, oh man, he gonna pay, man. The Lord said this man's gonna get double for what he's done to our people. And there's a reason for that. Because like clone Tyrone is a perfect reason. And also what I thought about, if they could actually clone people, why would you need to put a C-hip in somebody? That doesn't even make sense to me. I feel like that proves that you can't clone somebody. Because if you could, then you would, you could be able to control the way they had it set up is where they would kill you off and then, make another person, like, version of you. That's what cloning is. And they'll be able to control you, like right then and there. But if they was able to do that, like I said, why would they need to create a seed to put in them people? This devil don't got all the power that he think he got. The Lord's gonna bring this man down, man. But the Lord said, I think it's in Exodus 9:16. I believe it is. The Lord gave this man this much power, so he can show his power. And show him that man. Right? But this is Exodus 9:16. This is really talking about the ancient Egyptians first, but it's also talking about Esau, Edom in modern day terms. Right? It says, and in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power. It says, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. You see? So the Lord raised these people up to do what they do and to have them present what they got. All this technology they got, the power, the ability they got. The Lord raised them up just so he could save his elect and show his power and let the whole earth know who's the real God, man. Which is YASHAMIAHLA. It's not this man. Because you got our people, they worship this man. They follow anything this man tells them to do. Anything. That's going to happen even until the C-hip come out, man. So, the Lord gonna get this man, all that stuff that he was doing in that damn movie, man, it kind of made me mad, but it is, it is what it is, man. We was going off, the Lord punished us, he used this man, but that suffering is about to end soon, really, for all of our people. Yes, Jacob trouble has to happen, all of our people are about to die horrific deaths, but they're gonna be brought back in the kingdom. I want to get this in the book of I think this is in the book of Micah. This is the same chapter, right? I'm gonna get this in Micah 2:1. It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and that work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it was in the power of their hands. So, death and destruction unto them that just do evil continuously. They can't stop. Because it's in their hands, it's in the power of their hands to do it. And that's this man, Esau, Edom. They gotta do something wicked before they can get sleep. It says in the book of Proverbs, they gotta do something to Jake. The only thing that explains the reason why people are going through all this stuff is because it's the scriptures, man. That's the only book that explains all this. Ain't no other book, man, that explains all the stuff that this man be doing. Like, there's no other book, you know. But I'm about to close out, man. I just wanted to, basically, chime in on that movie, man. That movie was wild, man. But they exposed a lot in that movie, and I'm gonna finish watching it because I watched like an hour of it. Um, Lord willing, y'all can check it out. Like I said, it's not an order or anything, but I'm just suggesting that you check it out. It was a good movie, and it's good to do a lesson on that movie, man. This devil, hey, we gonna really see what he's about when in Jacob's trouble, man. But we want to be on the Lord's good side. We don't want to be on the Lord's bad side, should I say? Because a lot of Jakes that that are 2/3, they gonna experiment all this stuff with that movie. The Lord's gonna have this man do that to you because you weren't following his ways. But like I said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close out, man. I'm on my way to camp, man. Doing an in transit. So man, yeah, go check that out. If you can, if you got Netflix or I think there was a movie website. I forgot what it was called, but the elder in GMS Hawaii, he made a video concerning he put up the movie website. I forgot what it was called, but if you want to check him out, GMS Hawaii, it's the elder. He made a similar video about Jake checking out that movie they cloned Tyrone because it was a good movie, a lot in there. So I'm gonna close out, man. Lord willing, it's edifying, man. Shalom. Till next time, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, great millstone. Till next time, Shalom. Wad, Abba, Shalom.